Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So you guys expressed how you love the new tutorial format, and so guess what? I'm not doing that again. Okay, I'm just messing around with you. In fact, I will try my best to improve it to make it clearer to follow. So please bear with me if I forget to explain certain methods. Okay, so with that being said, let's begin. Okay, so these are the materials you will need to make the structure. Bear in mind that these are not the exact amount but an estimate, but go ahead and pause the video if you want to make a note for this. Okay, so this is the foundation. So start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the front. So same for the side. Bear in mind that you have to overlap the stone right at the edge. Keep the consistency. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we just wrap it around. So do the same. So it's basically a 6 by 6 square. Okay, so once you have that, then now for the sides, it's going to be 3. So starting right at the edge here, so just a little space. Just go back a bit. So it should look like this, and it's 1, 2, 3. And for the side here, make sure to overlap the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then one more. Basically, we're just going to repeat this same thing on the other side. Okay, so when you're done, your layout should basically look like this. Okay, so for this part, it's going to be really different. Now, in my original video, I didn't do any underground storage area. So I thought I would give you guys something extra in this build tutorial. Get out of here, you can. So I'm going to just mine this area down. Now just want to ensure that the stone are touching the ground to a certain degree, so don't want to go in too much. So I'm going to speed this up because it's going to take a while for me to mine out this area and kind of level out the ground so that it keeps on touching the stone. You should have something looking like this. Now bear in mind that you have to have the iron pole to go across to just keep these supported. As I mentioned, that I want to keep you guys following clearly as to when I'm going up top. So this is the underground. I am going to flatten this area here. It's not leveled out as yet. So just want to make sure that the sides are straight enough to follow and get this long storage looking area here. So I'm just going to flatten the area out. Now, if in the case that you want some tips and ideas as to get the area flattened out easy, I mean, you basically have to flatten one area, stand on that area, and try to raise or level the other areas with it. Now at times it may not be perfect. For some spots you may have to take out your pickaxe and mine it out a bit, or if it is too low you may have to raise the floor a bit so that you can level it back down and get the desired level that you want. So with that, I'm just going to speed this up. Okay, so we're going to start off with the front here, and we're going to raise this wall around about 9 stone walls high. But for persons that are not familiar with the whole staggered wall design, so how it is done is that, so currently I have the layout as it is now. I will start off at the edge with a small stone right there, and just take a regular 2-meter stone wall going across, and then finish out with a small stone here. Now at the top, then we just basically use a stone wall at the edge and basically go across with it. Now the difference is that you just alternate between at the edge you put in a stone wall, a small stone wall or 1-meter stone wall, and then put the 2-meter stone wall, and then above that then you have a 2-meter stone wall. And if you look, you will have this staggered stone wall design here. So that's easy to do, which you can do with the rest of the sides. But for now, I'm going to raise the front and the back, because I'm going to show you where you would need to place your iron beam so that you can support in the middle section here of the build. So let me just speed this up. Okay, so I have the two walls here all finished. I've bent in the edges here. We're just using this 1 meter stone wall, raising up to kind of give you an idea where this is going. Just as a side note, if for any one of you guys wondering maximum height that you can get with stone without any additional support, I normally get about 14, so this is about 14 stones stacked on top of each other. Anything after this basically starts to break. Now at times you may see that you may get 15, but this, I wouldn't say that you would get 15 overall, because most of the time I find myself, when I build in the big structure and they are connected, most of the time it's 14. Anyways, let us proceed. This section here, there is an opening, and I've used wood to fill in this section. I'm using wood iron pole to go right up where we have, you see, okay, so around this level here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, wood iron pole. So let's do the other side. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna get our horizontal wood iron pole and going across to meet the other side. So just want you to note that the stone wall is 9, right? Now the wood iron pole is about like 8 of the stone wall height. So you should have 1 extra space here up top where you can rest the stone on top of the wood iron beam. This is important because if you place it underneath it, it will not support it properly. You may find that some of the time it will stay, but you notice how it is red, so it's not going to go up any further. And also the design I had in mind, it was a bit wider and more open, so you can have that in mind in the future if you try to recreate any design of your own using this method here. Make sure that the stone is resting on top of the wood iron pole just to give it the desired support. So I'm going to do it on the other side. It's all done here. It should frame out like this. As you can see, run across up top, everything is flushed in. Should have a nice opening here. Everything looks like it's supported properly. So we are good to go to proceed in raising these the two sides here. Now we're going to go up by 7 stone walls. So let me just show you the staggered method again. So I have a small stone wall here, small, big, small. This is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we need 1 more to make it 7, and it should be looking like this. Okay, and just need 1 more, and this one as well. Great. So we just fill the corners in, those are the small stone walls, and we just repeat the same thing again. So do this. Because we put the small stone wall already in this section here, so you have another way when you're placing on the other side, just to keep with the staggered stone method. So right now this is in the right position, so right here we would have to basically tuck it in and bring it out, tuck this in, bring it out, tuck this in, and basically go straight across. Let me just repair my hammer. Okay, so we're just going to bring it all around, just kind of get here to see that it just continues on the other side. So took a small stone. Okay, so with the two sides now finished, now let us mark out our doorway here. So we know that our doorway is going to be about 2 stone walls in width. We just get a small stone here to kind of fill out the gaps where necessary. So right here, take these out. See, I think it's hold on, check to see if that is high enough. So we're gonna take out our door. Where is our door? Okay, so this looks good. Yep, so that is our doorway. I'm possibly thinking maybe I put a little stairs here to kind of elevate it a bit. So if it's something like this, then I may have to open up one more to let it fit, because we're gonna place our flooring right about now. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we're just gonna bring this across. Pretty basic stuff here. Okay, and now the next thing that we're gonna need to do is now, seeing that because we have this basement here for storage, now we're gonna need some support for the, well, it is optional. We can use stone. Well, you can use stone, or you can just use wood, whichever you prefer. If you're gonna use stone, you're gonna need the wood iron pole, the wood iron beam to go across to give it some support. So just gonna give you an idea. If you do wish to do that method, you can just use this wood iron beam that is already set there to kind of follow the line here, and just attach a couple of these going across, and you basically just going to create this little box formation here, basically to get the support we need. Here we don't need that much in the middle. See that we have the sides here, should be good enough. And we just get our stone floor and just bring it across like this. Get it all supported. One thing I don't like, and you guys know how I like to build clean and hide some of the flaws here, but because this is on the ground, I may make an exception here. But this is one way we can do the with flooring. Now, what you may have, if you guys saw the Now vs Pro build and saw how the flooring was a bit rotated. Now, because it was a flat surface and not basically a basement underneath it, it was a lot easier to do. So if I was to do it now, it would be a bit technical. I haven't tried it out yet, but let's see if I can get something like this and just bring it across. Can have something like this. So basically I got it stuck tucked in there into the stone, getting something like this where we can piggyback off. So I'm going to use this. Let's see if we can get something good out of it. As I said, that I never tried it with a wood iron pole underneath it. So let's see how this turns out. Just fill that in and fill in the gap here. Just ensure that there is no possible hole. I've got a feeling that maybe, let's see how it goes. Wherever it needs support, we will fill it in. So we just basically just go across. Now the good thing is that once you catch one section with this diagonal design, just make sure that it's kind of close enough into the corner here so that you don't have these little wide gaps here. This is pretty small, not too bad. I think I can use wood to hide those little holes there. Should be fine. And let me just get that straight out here. Okay, good. So basically just carry this across. Already all the stone floor is touching a iron beam, wood iron beam. Let's see. Good. That's good. And we just basically bring this across here. Let's see this one. Now the good thing about this now, you're not seeing the iron pole underneath it, so it looks cleaned underneath as well. Now I think I would have to change this up a bit right at the edge here because I'm planning to put the stairs right here. So I think I'm gonna make it straight. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna tuck this in. Just want to make sure that we have our area where we can put our stairs. Okay. I think I'm gonna tuck this. Maybe tuck this wall in. See that edge is poking out. Let's look at that. Alright. We're gonna work with it for now. We can just small stone. So I'm holding shift, the left shift key, and slowly sliding it further into the stone. I just want a clean edge there to work with when I'm making the ladder going down to the basement. And let me just get the ladder here to get to see how it's going to look. Okay, so it should be something like this, and just get some wood here. And just fill this section out. Let this tuck into the ground. Nice clean stairs. We can proceed up. Now we just need to finish this stone floor. Now how we're gonna do this is that so we're gonna have to stick with the regular way of doing this. I may have to make it less complicated. Let's see if we're just gonna finish it off like this here. So we can have something like this. Let's see. Maybe we can put a stairs over here. Will that poke underneath it? No. Look. Good. So it looks all clean. Put the little stairs right here. Alright, so for this section, I think I'm gonna put wood. I'm just gonna put wood right here. Let's bring it across. Just want to make sure that we're not bumping our heads when we're walking. So we can leave a little space here to put some chests right here. Although originally this whole wall had chests, but because we have now a basement where we have a lot more space, we basically have to compromise. Okay, so with that all good, we can continue with this same pattern going across here, seeing that we're not going to put any stairs right on this side. So let's see if we can get some iron beam set up here. Great. Alright, so for this section here are these stones. I'm going to take them out, don't need them. Keep these because seeing that I raised the floor, because this is working off the same height, so this is good. I think we're going to remove this as well because we're going to fill it out with wood later on. So for the tower at the back of the build, now I didn't put it on the layout, but I didn't want to get you guys confused on how it is done. So I wanted to leave that section out and just to show you clearly from here. So first we're going to start off right here. We're just going to place this stone here. It's tucked in, and let's place two more right there. So it would look like it's 2.5, but it's actually what we're aiming for is 3. But because we are using a part of this wall here within the whole build of the tower, you're gonna see. So we're gonna overlap the edges here. This is 3, and we overlap right here, and this is 3. So I'm going to bring this up and then show you where it all connects from here, because it's basically attached to the build. So let me just speed this up here. Now you're just gonna basically use the same staggered stone method. I'm just gonna place these small walls at the edge here, then 2-meter stone wall. Let's keep on doing something like this. Okay, so I brought the tower up to meet the current structure. So as I was saying that I'm working off this wall here. So we guys going to bring it up from that section. Alright, let's see if we can keep the staggered style of it. Let me break that in. We can put a small stone here, 2-meter stone here. Okay, we can bring this up. Let's see, tuck this in, carry this around. Okay. So we are making this tower about 18 stone wall high. So you see how it starts to frame out separately from the main structure here. So let me just bring it up just to show you how it looks. Let's see there. About here. Get our small stone. Okay, so you should have something looking like this. So as you can see, it's starting to shape up separately. And you just bring this up about 18 stone walls high. You will need to add wood iron poles to get that extra item. You can just basically place them in the corners here. About, let's see, you can maybe go about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe it was 6. 6 should be enough. Okay, so that is basically it for the tower and the main structure. We just need to focus on the front here to point out where our front window is going to be. So this is going to be the base of the window. Let us mark it using a stairs here. So there should be stone, let's see, 1, 2, and then your window should continue from there. So it should be something like that. Now there is a section that was overhanging at the front, so we're just gonna mark it out. So you just place a stairs here at the back of the wall, so that you can place another stairs right in front of it. It's going to kind of have itself stuck into the stone. Yeah, so we want that, and we just basically follow the same pattern going across. So it stops right there, and we're gonna get our stone. All right, I'm just gonna do it the regular way and just open it up and mark out those stone areas. Okay, so we're gonna make our windows, and right at the edge here, so it should be about 2 stone walls space, well, 2 stone wall, then you mark our windows right here. So it should be something looking like this. We get this out, and then it's just basically 1 stone wall space. Then our next window follows after. Slide that in quickly before it breaks. Okay, that's number 2 window. Then our next window, let me break this and quickly put that back in, and break this one. Great, now we have our 3 windows for the front here, and we can, the back doesn't need a window, but we can just raise the wall at the back there. There's 3 stone walls extra on top. You don't need any stone to, well, you don't need any iron wood pole to support, give it the additional support to get that extra 3 row. Let's fill this out, and we should be good to go and start our roof. But before we even do that, there's one more thing we need to do, is the sides here. Let me fix my hammer. Alright, so we just need to bring the side here up. So I'm just gonna first bring it to the same level of the front and back. There's something different that we need to do to create like a staircase looking formation with the stone stacked with each other. So start off with right here at the edge, and we just want to make it look like it's staggered. So put a small stone there, and then we just bring this across, another small stone, space, and put another small stone right here, bring this across, and another small stone, and we're just doing the same thing. Small stone here. Okay, so you see it's trying to create a nice kind of staircase formation until we reach to our top. Thinking that we should be fine. I don't think we need any additional support. Let's see, we're currently at orange. Orange may just need a little, just in case, we're gonna just put 1, 2 right there. That should extend the support a bit, because there's not much to reach up here. Now we're just gonna get, or yeah, so that should be good. And or maybe we should put 2 small ones. Let's put 2 small ones, and then we can drop one right there in the middle, and that is it. So basically we can just repeat this same step over on the other side. I think everything looks good. It's holding up. Yeah, orange, slightly orange, red, getting extremely red, and I think the small stone, yep, very good. So we can do this on the other side, and then we can proceed with doing the roof. Okay, so just a correction, guys. Now the overhang that I mentioned that should come across this section here, don't follow what I showed you earlier. It should actually start from right here, just 1 block below the window. So it should be right here at the edge. So it should be 1 space, like 1 meter block space, and then you can place it right here, and you do so on the other side. What we're going to do is that we're going to place our little shingle roof here, 26-degree shingle roof, and we just basically bring this straight across. We just place 2 more of the 26-degree beam, and we just fill this out here with more shingles. Let's see, fix that. Okay, so 1 more row. Now you must be wondering why I am putting down these first and not the stairs. So you see the design, actually these were underneath the stairs, if you might have not noticed, and there's a reason why I did that. Now I plan to make another video to kind of explain some little tricks I found with roof, and also some little alternative design that you can use, especially at the starter stage of building, if you're not able to access these black roof pieces. So what really is a trick is that I've never mentioned it before, but I've been doing it for a good while now. Whenever you place a stair on top of a roof piece, now normally these stairs would receive rain damage whenever rain does fall, but when I place it on top of the roof, for some reason I can't explain, but it seems to be close enough that where it doesn't get any rain damage at all. So that's one thing to note. And I like using these stairs to kind of make some little awning looking hangover section there for certain builds. For like this front here, now I had a pillar supporting supporting it. Let me just get this. So get a 1 meter wood and place it right here. Let's see, is it straight? No. Okay, so it should be poking out like that. And we basically aim right at the bottom. It should snap like that there. Because I want to have the column be supporting, well, it's not actually supporting it, but gives you the illusion that it's supporting the overhang, and also having a little roof overhang in the mix as well. So we're just connecting this wood with this wood pole. Let's get a short one here, and that seems to be done. We can get a small one. I think we could possibly squeeze a small one in it, or let's see. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, we can take that out and we can leave this as is. We can do the other side. Get a short wood beam, place it at the front, aim at the bottom so that it can snap in. Remove that. Get a wood pole, bring it down, get a short one at the bottom there, and you should have something like this. Now this is where the column now comes into play, and I know you guys love the column. I love it as well. So if I aim right here beside it, rotate it 2 times, 1, 2, draw it close to the edge, snap it right in, do the same on the other side. It's already rotated, so I just need to position it, and then you have that. Now I'm going to use a small wood pole and snap it right there as close as possible. Then switch over to our 2 meter wood pole, snap it there. Just want to close up to see if everything looks good. Okay, so we're just going to put a small piece right here. Let's see, make sure that lines are properly, and another one of these 2 meter wood pole side, and then another small piece here. So everything should be yep, lined up properly. Good enough. And we just need our 2 meter wood pole to kind of just stack it going up. Let's get one right here, here as well. Should be good. Okay, we'll fill in those gaps afterwards. We just get these little corners here. Okay. That is good. Great. And for right here, let's take that. Oh, oops, did I take the wrong one? Oh no. So yeah, we just need a short one right here. And for right here, we could, I think we can fit a 2 meter wood pole right here. Good, great. Nice and clean. We'll just get a short one in. Wait, let me get this tall piece right here. We should be good. And then we can fill the short one right here. And that's how you basically make a column. You can put that in. Yeah. So that is it. Make a nice column for the front there. And we can just do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so just a note, when you're placing down the pieces, make sure that you're holding down the left shift key so that it doesn't automatically snap into another piece, into a position that you don't want. So just hold it down, place it neatly beside each other, and you should be good from there. Okay, so with that done, now we just move up to the top right here, and we're basically just going to use the same tash roof, the 26 degree. Just place one at the front here, and we just bring it across over to the side, and we just bring this straight up. You will see that it meets in the middle already, and let's bring down the other side, and we basically bring this across. I mean, pretty easy right now because we have a ton load of support because of this stone. So I'm just going to wrap this up and we can continue after that. The roof should look like this. So we just need to get our stairs, and if you see that snapping like this, you prefer not to do that one. You won't get the full look of it. So just hold down a shift key and place the stairs on top of the roof piece. For this, we may have to place it closer to the center because we want to make sure that the other side is balanced. Maybe this could come over a little bit more. Let's see if we can try to do it on the other side here. So something like this. Alright, we can work with that, and we just bring this straight down, and we can just bring it across. Just fill all of this area here with the stairs. And should look like this. Let me see, we can get a wood here to the front, also to the side. We just need to get our angle beam. Let's see if we can snap it onto the shingle roof there and bring this right up into the corner. We just bring this straight down. Seems a little bit sharp, but I mean, it's okay. So for our little small section here, so we're just gonna get our wall. Make sure that's facing this way. Don't want to show this back piece here because it's not gonna look clean when I put the little short piece right beside it, and because it doesn't have the same little wood that goes across here at the base for the top when you join. If you notice that it just has this wood shown here, just make sure that things look pretty clean and decent. I just have to do it the other way around. Although I do like this little design here. Sometimes I use it with something else, but for now we're not going to use it on this side. And we'll just get our 26-degree angle beam wall and just attach it right there. Should have something like this. Then we get our 26-degree beam over here to kind of have the roof overhang. We get a small, the 1 meter wood, attach it to the edge because we want it to push out to the front a bit to give it the bill some depth. It's where 26-degree iron. Let's put that down, carry that up. Great. So it should look like this. Now for the back, basically we're just gonna carry this straight across this overhang here. It's gonna need some support, so let's get our 26-degree and attach it right there so that we can bring this beam across. There we go. Now it should be good to go from there. Get our 26-degree to attach right here at the edge. This should be tucked into the wall, so it should not be poking out on the other side. If you can see here, it's not showing there, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's all set. Now we just need to get our shingles roof piece and we attach it. Just fill out the whole area. You can aim at the wall and just bring it across. And let's bring it down. For this side, we just kind of have an overlap here, and just put a piece right there. That's all done, and we just finish it off by filling out this area here. This is basically it for the small section here. It's the same thing we can do on the other side. I went ahead and done done that, and you see all of that is all good. So the next thing that we need to focus on is to try to get the tower set up here. Okay, so for our tower, we're going to start off with a core wood at the edge. Good. We're going to get our wood wall here. We're going to turn it around. Want to have this little side showing here. That is like the little wood design. Well, for me, I think of it as a design sometimes, although that's how the wall is generally. But I like to do it this way to get like a nice little design out of it. Okay, so once we have that done, so we just get our dark wood and basically gonna put it in between these gaps here all around. Dark wood arch, place one right here, place another, kind of rotate into the other side, overlap this section here, place one, then another, and one more and another. So basically we doing this all the way around until we are done, and then I'm going to show you where we will start our roof for the tower. Great, now this is what you should have so far. Now for the roof, we're going to place one of the arch right here and the other, you know, basically like a 45-degree, or well, correction, basically in like a 90-degree angle. And so another here, another one here. Oops, take that out, fix that up, and put this right here. Great, so we should have it basically framed out like this, and we can get our wood beam just to go across, frame it out easier for you when you're placing the roof shingle on top of it. So with all the edges now covered, now we can get our roof shingle. I think we're gonna start with the 26-degree. Where is it? Yes, this is it, the corner one, and just stuck it right there. So we're gonna do it for all the corners. Great, then we get our little small one here, go around the sides. Okay, so I think I am going to, oh, so I think we need a corner first to get it all shaped out when we're going up. So right there, there we go. Okay, there we go, and we put one right here. Okay, one right there, and we just finished off with a shingle roof ridge at the top, 45-degree one, and that should be it. Okay, so all the major parts are in place. We have the foundation, the structure is up, the roof is in. Now we just need to give this build some character. And we're gonna start off with our little edge right here. And we're going to, I think what it did initially, I placed a two stone floor on top of each other, and I tucked this one in nicely, and also we place a stone stairs right there. Yes, and we're going to do it on the other side. So two stone floor on top of each other in front, basically in the working with the lining of the structure here that's kind of pushed out a bit here, and tuck this in. We place our stone floor right here. Then we're gonna carry this up, way up right underneath this roof piece here. So right in that line there. We can do it on the other side as well. Great, so we have that in place. So we're gonna get our column So it's basically going to take over from there. We're going to attach it to, make sure it's attached to the stone. It may sometimes rest on the roof piece there, and we just bring this right up to fall in line with this little stone edge there of the build. Great. Now we do this on the other side, and it started to take form. Now we're going to mark our windows, so it should be right here. Well, before we do, let's get right here framed out. So place the using the stone wall, 4x2 stone wall, and we basically doing it at the base, going around. Let's see if we can get that in without any trouble, or else I have to take these out and basically put them back afterwards. Those are the flooring for the inside. So basically I just aim right at the bottom stone there, that row. It basically automatically tucks itself into the ground, so nothing extra on your part to get that done. So I'm basically doing this all around the base of the bill. Just want it to pop, don't want it to look flat in any way, giving it a bit of character. Let's do, I think for the tower, maybe I should do the full height of it. Let's see, maybe we can put some, let's see, maybe start it from the edge, and then we have that like this. Great. Then we can do this side. Awesome. And then we can, around the other side is all set. Great. Now we just get our stone stairs and basically placed on top of these all around the bill. Let's place. Okay, great. And we just do it for the tower here. Oops, let me fix that up. So it should look like this. I really like how it's given the bill some depth there. It doesn't look flat or anything. Let's fix up the edges. For this, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it right here. Maybe we can try it out, but first we're gonna do it for the front here. And we basically going to hold down on shift key, slide it a bit right in, not too much, something looking like that, and we just stack the stone column. And for the top here, we finished up with 1 meter stone wall. Let it flush in nicely. We do it on the other side as well, and we should be good to go. Okay, so for our column, we're gonna add an extra detail here at the base. Now I don't have an easier way of doing this. For now, I basically try to just free and place it. So I'm just kind of gauging where it should be. I just place a stone floor in front, and it looks like it would go into the center, so basically use that as a way of getting it snap right in. This is, well, for me it's easy because I've practiced it a lot, but for you it may take some time to get done. So I'm gonna do this on the other side. I'm not going to follow the line here because for this structure here, because it's not necessarily straight. Let's see. Need to bring this back a bit. That should be somewhere around there, and we just use that as snapping point. It needs to come over a bit. Okay, we just bring this back. This looks like somewhere around there. That's we can work with that. Just take that out. We have our little base there for the column. We get our 1 meter wood. We hold down shift key, kind of aim at the base so that the wood looks like it's tucked in, and make sure the edges are basically like lined in line with the column. Then just wrap it around. You just snap the pieces on the end there. Great. Now that is finished, we can do the other side. We hold on shift key. Let me just look at the front. Hold down on shift key, see where it lines up with the column, and we just wrap it all around. Great, so that is in place. Next we just need to, let's throw in our door. Let's get our door out. Okay. Alright, so that's all set. And we can clean up this stone stair a bit. We get our 26-degree and just attach it right there at the edge. Something like this. And just aim right at the bottom there. Get just a little curve there at the end. Not much. Okay, so for our window, we're gonna start somewhere here and fill the side here with a 1 meter stone. We're going way up to the top, right to the top. I'm taking out this one because we want to get a good length with this window. So we're gonna use I think the 26-degree should work fine. Let's see, because we are working with a tall window, so it should work good. So basically aim right at this edge here and get it snapped in. It will basically automatically snap in there. Now we see that we have some little space here. We can clean that up by placing, just holding on shift key and slightly aim at this angle beam, and we can possibly bring it down a bit. We can do it on the other side. Now I'm going to manually place it because I don't want that snapping point, doesn't look centered. So just manually shift it over and it should be good. Maybe we can bring this back over a little bit. Okay, great. Then we get our wood pole, and I'm just gonna rotate it to show the edge of the wood. So the edge of the wood should be facing you when you're placing it. I like to give it a different design instead of making it flat. And finish off the base here. Now this is optional with if you're using glass, you can go ahead and do so if you're able to do that in survival, or if you're doing it in creative, then that's fine. But if you're doing it in survival, then the easier option is if you're gonna use like the cage walls and just basically make a window, because crystal is pretty expensive to get, well, and dangerous as well, because golem is not an easy mob to take down. I can tell you that they are very sturdy and they hit very hard. Okay, so we're just gonna put our glass in. We just do it going way up to the top, so I can fill in this section here. I may have to go in to do this. Yeah, I may have to go in to do this section. So we just go right in, fill this up right here. You basically have to aim at the wall to place the glass, because you can't place the glass on top of a glass. It won't be able to support each other, which makes sense because, I mean, glass being brittle and all that. But that is your window. Let me just do the same thing on the inside. Just aim here at the edge, get the arch up. We can possibly bring a wood going across to kind of make it look a lot cleaner, and get our angle wood here. And that's basically it for the window. So I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the other side, and then we can move on to the next step. We're going to focus on this area here. Not much to do. We can just get this 2-meter dark wood pole, and we just attach it to the side here, and we're gonna get our dark wood arch to attach to it at the top, and basically just finish it off right there. Not much, but we're going to add our wood trim. Now this is my favorite part, to add wood trim to the stone. Really brings it to life. So that's gonna add the 2-meter wall at the top, and for the base here we just get a half wall, and this one we just aim right at the bottom somewhere there. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so for this side, I think I'm gonna put it right underneath this section here, and we're gonna do it right here as well. Okay, and let's get our wood pole. I like to clean the edges here for the stone because it's so jagged and ugly, so I like to have the wood trim at the edge there. Let's finish up with a small wood piece here, and let's do it on the other side. Just bring it down all around. Alright, so for this section here, wait, let me just add another stone column here so that it doesn't look out of place. And let's see. I think maybe we should bring this in a bit more. Let's do that. Let's tuck this in some more. A little bit more. I think that's the most we can go. Bring this up. Let's see. Alright, it's not too bad. I would prefer it was underneath it. Alright, let's see if we can do something else with it. Let's see if we can put it somewhere here. Let's break this. So put it right here, bring it up. Let's see, we get our sort of stone floor, stone wall. There, okay, and we can get our stairs. And basically tuck it in like that. Great. Now it doesn't look like it's out of place. Now we can get our wood pole and attach it to somewhere there. Bring it down. Maybe we can get a short one to attach to it. Doesn't look that bad. I think I can work with it. I'm not going to be overcritical about it. Now we're just gonna hit our half wall and clean right here with it. Okay, look at that. That looks lovely. I think I'm gonna use the 2-meter wall right here. Just bring it over. Great. Let's see. We have a space available right here. Let's see if we can clean that up. Great. Good. That's good. That's good. So that is that for the side. Let's see if there's anything else we need to do. No, everything else is good here. Now we just need to do our windows, and we're going to get our wood here and frame it out. Get the wood floor. I'm just gonna do it right inside here at the base here for the windows. Okay. Okay, so we're going to place another row of wood right slightly up above this one here on each of them. Make sure that it's lined up with the one that is on top of, and we just get our little short wood here to clean the sides up a bit, give our window a bit of a character. Great. Now I forgot to put the material that is needed for the windows if you're using stool, but in this case I could use glass. I mean, that's an option here, or I can just use we can maybe use the grill. Am I feeling it? I just love my little stools, so I'm gonna pop those in. Sorry guys if I didn't put the material that is needed for the stools. I can tell you that it's going to need a significant amount of fine wood to get these windows done, because each of these stools are about 4 fine wood, and you need about 4 at the bottom, and you need, so 4 at the bottom, and you need about 1, 2, I think about 3 rows. Yep, 3, 4 is 12, and so you need 3 sets of those 12 to make a window using the stools. Let me get this lined up properly. So I'm just gonna wrap this all up because it takes a bit of time to get the window done using the stools here. Okay, so our windows are complete. So this is how it looks so far with all the stools stacked on each other within them. Now I'm just gonna put our little window ledge here. So it's easy to do. So you just place 2. Wait, I think I need to make these edges a bit shorter. So basically you just put 2 of the small wood floor beside each other, aim right here at the edge, and you basically rotate the piece just a bit. Just do it on the other side. So basically I want to share the space because the tight space for the window ledge. I normally usually make the edges wider when it curve around like about this, but I have to bring it in a bit here to kind of tailor it down. Great, so we have a nice little window ledge going on right there. I think our front is now all set, and we just need to add some little more details to the side here. There was a little opening right here, I can remember, so we're gonna knock this out. Okay, so we should have something looking like this, and it was in a, let's see, we get our 45-degree. Let's see if we can aim right here. Let's see, where does this go? Okay, so carry it up top and let's aim down here. Great, so we have something looking like that. I think we put some half wall here just to make this look a lot cleaner. So let me just add that in, and let's get our 45-degree wood again. This is going to aim right, well, I'm holding shift key, so it's slightly, let's see, I'm just going to place it right on top and do it on the other side, manually placing it. I don't want it to snap in because it may not look proper when it does. Okay, so we have something looking like this, and let's see here. I think in this case here what I did is place a wood pole based on the stone that is here and the other one over here, and we get the little fancy dark wood divider for our section here. Let's see if we can get a wood going across in this section. Great, now we can pop in our divider. Let's see how that looks. Place that in, rotate it, and let's see, do the other side. Alright, so it's showing outside, so just gonna make it a bit cleaner. by placing it somewhere further in so that it can tuck in to the stone. Okay, great. So we have something looking like that. Now for this, in this case here, we can basically pop a stone right here, and I think we can make this just square. We can just make it square. And give it some little bit of character. Great, those look awesome. Alright, so let's go back outside, and we basically going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so for the tower, we're gonna add some more details to it. So I made a mistake of adding the 2-meter wood wall, so I'm gonna put a half wall instead, because we need to basically see, you know, see from the tower, because the wall was a bit too high. Maybe if you want to snipe a couple mobs from up here, I mean, you're gonna need that little low height there. So I can do that. So let me just take these out quickly, pop the short wood in. Okay, so with that done, now what I wanted to do is to clean up the underneath the roof here. So we get our wood floor. Maybe we can rotate it. Make that wood, yes. That one, that middle piece of wood kind of pointing, going around basically. Too bad we don't have like a one that is maybe going both directions. That's painful to look at, but anyways. Alright, so we're just gonna bring this over all around, and we should be good. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to add is another wood trim, like maybe somewhere. Let's see, the last one is down at the bottom. We can put one more right here. Put this basically around the tower base. Yeah, I like it. Give it a different look in the middle of the tower. Does it look less bland, less gray? Let's finish up the base here with our 2-meter wall. It's all around the base. Great. Now tower should be all done. Now we just need to fix up the inside of it and see how we can get the stairs, the floor, and pop in our chest to finish up our storage. First thing that we're gonna do inside toward the interior is that we're gonna put in our top floor right here. When we're gonna start it off right where this opening starts, and basically bring it straight across just the middle section here, all the way around. I could have made this a bit fancy, but I don't usually make the top floor too fancy because of how the bottom of the wood design is, and that's what I'm gonna use as a display for the bottom floor. So that's gonna keep it simple for the top, but if you want to change it up, you can do that, whichever you prefer. Alright, so with this in place, now we're gonna mark where we're gonna put the stairs. The last time I put the stairs above the doorway, and first let's see if we can fix up this side here. We're gonna use the wood wall and just bring it straight down. Now you may say that this look boring or flat, but I have something in mind for this. Trust me. I hate using just the raw wood wall only. I like to add a few more things to it to make it pop. So this should be our doorway. I think it was two wood meter in width. We get our arch, or a little arch for our doorway, and one of these 2-meter dark wood. And yes, so what I plan to do for this is I'm going to let it pop, so spin this around and this manually place it in and snap it beside each other. And let's see if we can get that snap right beside it. Ooh, something is messing with my view. There we go. And we can do it on the other side. There we go. And we just do it the same thing on the wall, and we're just carrying it all the way around the bill. All the way around. Okay, so we can basically bring down the wall for this as well. Let's bring it the way down. So I'm just gonna finish this off screen because it's basically the same thing on the other side. Editor, cut that up. Okay, so you see that we clean up the storage house lobby right here, and what we're gonna move on to is the tower. I forgot to make the doorway to the tower. Let me just get a stone wall here. Okay, good. And we just fill out our floor in here. Nothing fancy. And we get our, let's see, I think this is good. Yep, two stairs, and then we can put some floor across. Our stairs going up again. Oops, that one doubled up on me. Alright, so another set of flooring. We're basically repeating the same thing over and over until we reach up to the top. So, okay, so we have finished our stair, so going up to the top of the tower. Later on we'll see a preview of that. So we're just gonna fix up our doorway here. Let's see, let's add a little bit of character to it. And some of that, yeah, and a little wood to the side. That looks nice. And get one of the big door. Let's see, should make it open this side. Yep, preferably this side. Good, and we can easily access the stairs. Now we just need to get some fencing around this area here. We don't want to find ourselves toppling over. And we just okay, good. Let's see, now we just need to add some more wood trim here. Great. We can add some at the top. Let's see if we can use the half wood wall. And maybe we can fix up the sides here. Get our 26 degree. See if we can carry this up. That looks nice. We can possibly do the other side. No. Oh, we can fix up the edge here for the stone. Add some more wood trimmings here. I love stone, but boy, I just hate how it looks at the edge of it. It's just too jagged for me to kind of overlook it. Let's see, we can put some wood flooring right here. Cover this up a bit. And wood wall. Something like that. Maybe we should bring it around. Just carry this all the way around underneath here. Great, so we just need to fix up underneath here, and the idea I had in mind is that I'm going to put some pillars, and in between we kind of have the chest there. So this is what I came up with after doing a bit of chest stacking. Yeah, it's a bit cramped, but for me, I like little compact builds. I mean, it's a storage house, I'm not gonna live in it. just grab and go basically. So this is all set. Now we're going to see if we can finish up the top here. So I did some stacking of chests right here as well, and put 2 perimeters up there. Now I was thinking of putting some chests right here as well. So let me see. So we start off with something like this, or no, I think I'm gonna do like this. You can see that the ledge here, it's going to look weird if I'm going to set the chest in this direction. So I'm gonna set it this way, give a different look to it. Maybe maybe I should leave it like this. And because I mean we have a ton of storage downstairs, and then we're gonna put storage over here as well. I think maybe we can take this out and put like a, say, a black this chest. Look at that black metal chest. Looks all fancy dancy and whatnot. Anyways, let's move on to over this side here. Now some of the things I will do off screen, but just want to start off with how right here would be. Basically going to line it up across each other. Okay, so and then we're just going to basically stack it going up. So I'm gonna clean this place up, and you're gonna see how it looks in the final preview. That is it for the video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like these. Thanks for watching. Also big shout out to my patrons for keeping the channel going. See you guys in the next build.